Hey everybody, this is Dave B69. I changed a bit of the rotation up to have Wheeler going here, and then we're going to have Nola here, and then Luzardo here. Luzardo was scheduled to pitch today's game, but I decided to push him back because the All-Star week is next week, and I want to have Wheeler start us off the next week as well. So it gives me the best advantage before doing that. So that's my plan. Also, and everything, I don't know if it will be used during the All Star game, but obviously, since I am the coach of the said All Star game, nobody is going to be spending any major time playing that All Star game since I don't want to risk injury. So let's get going.
Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the mound now, Matt Waldron. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too
This
heavily
is the
on the
annoying guy with
strikeout.
the
He knows he
knuckleball,
needs
which
to
is
miss
annoying.
barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Trey Turner, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. In the air, right side. He's got it. And there's one down. And let's take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's out of here. Oh, muscle to center field. His 36th home run of the season, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Man, I hated knuckleballs. Seems like it's so hard to square him up and hit the ball hard, but this guy had no problem at all. It was like he was born to do this. Really good piece of hitting, just a sound swing, and he stayed within himself.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting fourth, the second
This is Bryson Stott. Good defender.
Stott.
He's been inconsistent offensively. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him. And there are two down.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Next offering is in for a strike. Castellanos leads off first with two down to the inning. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here at Petco Park. And towing the slab,
Leading
Zach
off for
Wheeler.
the Padres,
Comes
the
into this
center
start
fielder,
sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Outside, and that's ball 1. This to third. Whips it to first.
Yeah, you're out.
One gone, bottom half of the first. And here is
Batting
Xander
second,
Bogaerts.
That's shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Fouled off left side. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And Manny gets a piece. Righty delivers. And that one fouled off. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. 2 outs, base is empty. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. Second inning set to go. Now batting Max Kepler. Waldron back to work. That is upstairs for ball 1. Kepler getting the start in left. 32 years old, and he was born in Germany. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first, and quickly one away in the second. Here comes Real Muto. Swings through that one. Real Muto with 4 runs batted in his last game. Strike 2.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
2 away down. 2 down, base is empty. So here's the Phillies DH, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And digging in for Philadelphia, Cody Clemens. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Runner, yes,
There goes the runner. Pitch outside.
1 ball.
Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely.
Back here in San Diego, bottom of the inning. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. fouled off. He was late.
Boog, Tatis is so athletic. He probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
Swings and misses. And that is strike two. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
And El Nino is stifled for the K.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Luis Campusano at the plate now. That's ball one. And he hits a ground ball right side. Stott over to first in time. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 7. The
Here's Jason
hitter,
Hayward.
Jason
Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Hayward.
Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. Check swing, called strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Tying run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Wheeler with a throw over. Cronenworth back in standing.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Padres leave one. They're down 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers.
Clemens.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. He's out. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner now flied to right his first time. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Goodrum makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Bryce Harper up now. I think one of my favorite moments from his 2024 season was his soccer-style celebration after he hit a home run in London. This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First offering in for a strike to Castellanos. That's ripped. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Leading off for the Padres, the left fielder, Tirso Ornelas.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Kepler settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Batting 9th, the first baseman,
Nico Goodrum up here.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one not close. And that is ball one. One out, bases empty. Next one is off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. So the batting order turns over. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Right through there for a strike. On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. One left for San Diego. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Now, Bryson Stott. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ornelas makes the play, and there's one down. Here's Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started. You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
2 outs, base is empty. Max Kepler at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. That one drilled left field. Back there. Tattooed and gone. His 18th home run of the season. It's 2-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
He was really patient on that slow knuckleball, and that's what it takes to be successful against that pitch. Just a nice job of keeping his mechanics tight, and once it was time to pull the trigger, he did not hold back. Really nice piece of hitting.
Here's JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. On the ground to short, Bogaerts gets it to first, and Realmuto is out. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 4th, so digging in now for San Diego, Manny Machado. Right through there for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made. You know, Boog, Petco Park seems to be transforming into Machado's castle. I mean, nobody's hit more home runs in this ballpark. And Machado passed Adrian Gonzalez for the top spot on the list in 2023.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A
Up
couple of
next
breaking
for the
balls to get
Padres,
ahead 0-2.
the catcher,
Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he
Colorado.
didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count.
0-1.
But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
More and more
0-2.
guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
To the right side, and that's a fair ball. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. Campusano off of first with 2 away. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously,
that's a ball.
we're starting with this already. Hayward up to
1-0.
bat next, lays off for a ball. And fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a 1-2. Popped up. Turner should have it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Padres with a run-scoring double, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off for
a
the
pitcher's
Phillies,
duel
the
so far.
designated
Here's how the
hitter,
starters have
Brandon
performed up to this point. Waldron back to work. And that one fouled off. Marsh, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line. Brings it in. 1 down. Cody Clemens stands in for the Phillies. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one fouled off. And the 0-2. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Popped in the air. Left field. Ornelas snags it for the 2nd out. So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Turner now. That to right. And that'll get down for a hit.
The batter, the first baseman.
And now
Bryce
here is Harper.
Harper.
He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Just foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you executed. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and Harper is gone. Phillies strand 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of
Leading
late.
up for the
Really been
Padres,
struggling.
The left fielder, Tirso Ornelas.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Puts it away for the out. And now the first baseman, Nico Goodrum. And that one missing low. The Phils up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. And that's way high. And that's ball 2.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that's outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Full count.
And that's too high, ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He
Now
pulled out
batting,
some
the
really
center
close
fielder,
pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Merrill, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there, didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
Runner at second here, one gone. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Slings it across. Bogart's retired. And the inning is over. Padres leave 1, and our score remains 2-1. Top of the 6th inning. And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, the second
So here's the
baseman,
cleanup hitter, Bryson Stott. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center
Byron
fielder,
Buxton
Byron
stands in for the Phillies. Buxton having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And a swing and a miss.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Called strike 3. The knuckleball buckled his knees. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered here in this one. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Matt Waldron is done. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Adrian Morejon. He has a great slider with tons of movement. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that one got
That
a piece
hit
of him. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He is singled and he is flied to left.
Mark.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
Definitely
ball,
not a pitch
1
location
strike.
you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it
Ball
very
down.
difficult to hit.
Next offering is down low. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. So a job well done from the Friar bullpen that time. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
up
check out
for
the latest
Padres,
news from around the league.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Stott over to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. There's the strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. These
The
days,
batter,
most
number
outfielders
9.
play pretty deep.
Second
And
baseman.
I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Chop back up the middle. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. Now a pretty good bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Hayward swings through it for strike 1. And that one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Stays alive. Here's the 0-2.
No.
Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ron Marinaccio.
Now
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. And now for the Phillies, Cody Clemens. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Robert Suarez preparing to come on if needed. Estrada also throwing. the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball
Now
right there. And it wasn't
shortstop,
like he was set up
Ray
for it by something
Turner.
off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Turner at the plate now as he chases after
No
that
ball.
one.
1 strike.
Not
1-1.
even close there. Ball 1. And strike 2.
1-2.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here the top half of inning number 7. Breaking ball,
Get
and that
ball.
got him.
Take first.
He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting
The
him with a
first baseman,
pitch.
number 3,
Bryce Harper to the plate.
Harper.
Way high.
1-0.
And that
No,
one is
that's a ball.
inside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
No, that's it.
And misses inside. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Turner runs.
2-2.
Pitch inside. Go to second. Out there. And the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back. Taking a
Leading
look
up
at our
for
game
the
summary.
Padres, the left fielder, Tirso Ornelas.
Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. That's to third. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nico.
Stepping in for
Goodrum.
San Diego, Nico Goodrum. Strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up. The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the breaking his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
And there's a ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Strike three, got him swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Robert Suarez.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And in one hops the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Waste no time there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Stop in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Pitch misses there, and now 2-0.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
This one high in the air to left center. Merrill hauls it in, and there's one away. Byron Buxton now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Buxton.
Foul ball there. And that bunted towards third. Throws to first in time. That takes care of Buxton. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. The run scores from third, and they lead by 2. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Robert Suarez won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So they turn things over to the righty, Yu Darvish.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
JT Realmuto steps in. And that's downstairs and outside. That's hard hit on the line. Merrill makes the catch, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Yohan Duran.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Machado, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
You know, these Padres putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Been a pretty rough game at the plate for him so far. A bunch of strikeouts, so that felt good, I'm sure. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters
stop. Over to Turner for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Campusano in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, right field. Squeezes it. That is the inning. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the DH, Brandon Marsh. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
No, I like his intent there to be aggressive with the slider and make sure he got it inside, but he just yanked it across his body. A little too much horizontal rotation with the upper body instead of north-south.
Clemens now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. Darvish kicks, delivers. Base hit, center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's Trey Turner. Just missed. If you're the Padres, this has to stay a 2-run game. The shortstop takes the ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fastball for a strike.
2-1.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, and it's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the 9th. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. Here's Harper now, the first overall pick back in 2010. That one the other way. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Throw into third, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Nick Castellanos digs in now. First pitch swinging.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Goodrum puts it away, and there are 2 outs.
The batter number 5.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bryson Stott.
Stott.
Outside with a breaking ball. Two outs. Now a pop-up on the infield. Machado. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1.
Now pitching for
Back
Philadelphia.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh
Number
arm to
26.
start the bottom of the 9th. Matt Strom.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the slider just misses.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. His 14th of the year. It's 4-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now Jason Hayward on the ground to third. Zips it to first. One out, bottom of the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
The 0-1. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Got him swinging. Padres with only 1 out remaining.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
The Padres down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Wow. We got the win, which is impressive, especially beating Waldron. Waldron is a good knuckleballer, and he's always been a thorn in my side, so getting a win is always a good thing. So, yeah, very happy with that. At least we checked the box score. Had 13 hits today. I mean, we basically did okay offensively. I feel fairly comfortable with how we performed today. Willard did a dominant job on the mound, and Strong gave up a home run in the 9th, but it's like that's kind of one of those things where you keep on having to throw the pitch in the same area. You know they're going to be able to catch up to it. That is what it is. Like I said, we touched them up pretty good and stuff. It was a good start for our weekend series against San Diego. Let's see if there's any trade offers that come on. Advance today. And there we go. So, see, the next game will be against the Padres. And this time, we're going to be facing off against Joe Musgrove. So, until next time, this is David B69. I'm out.